Actually, I take that back. We do have something to spend the money on. And it's actually coming up fairly soon, but I still don't really count that for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's 300 rupees. That's quite a lot of money considering other stuff. And hey, a red chew. I remember when you used to be more useful. I haven't used a healing item once in this game, have I? Or at least not when I had more than... Not when I was missing more than a quarter of a heart, from what I recall. Is there a treasure chest here? I don't think there is. Which would be really weird, considering all the others do. Oh, there's one up there. You know what? I'm actually going to take the time to figure this one out, because I don't think I've ever bothered to get this treasure chest. It looks like it's easy to get, but... Oh. I guess it's not as easy as I thought it was. Okay. Well, I'll figure this one out myself, even though I don't need the money. I'm just doing it because I've never done it before, and I figure it's worth checking out. Because whenever I get to a game that I've played through several times, but I reach a point where I haven't done something before, I'm going to do it. Just because I think it's interesting to try new things that I've never done before. Can I make that jump? I hope I can make that jump. Yes, I can. Just bring him over here, and oh god, I really hope I can make this jump. Because if I can't, then I'd have to do this all over again, and it's not worth the money. I don't think it's worth the money. And I don't think you can control the statue while you're on top of him. And if this isn't 100 rupees, I'll be disappointed. I'm not disappointed. So let's head to the Bridge of Eldin for what takes the longest amount of time to get the treasure, but this treasure is actually worth it. And don't bother getting a Pona for this one either, because you can't use the Dominion Rod while you're on a horse. Which stinks, I know. So let's head over to the only remaining red target on the map. I can't reach you from here, can I? Nope. Well, worth a try. Actually, I'd like to take care of you before we move on, because I know you'll be annoying if I don't. There we go. So let's get this guy. Blank. There you go, buddy. And that's the last one. It's now filled with the missing characters, so we should take this back to Shad and see if he can figure out anything about it that we didn't already know. But now that we have his statue, buddy, we can bring him all the way across the bridge. Isn't this fun? We get to bring our statue buddy all the way across the bridge. So scenic and all. I'm a little busy. Can't you see I'm trying to control inanimate statues? A little late on that Shad lair. Although I suppose that's my fault, I didn't give you an opportunity. We're not still controlling the statue, are we? Oh, we still are. Oh, that is awesome! I was controlling him through the cutscene. I'm not looking at Shad's letter until we cross the bridge, then. I wonder if I can keep the camera like this. Oh, yes, I can. Isn't that awesome? Me and my statue buddy, together we can accomplish anything! I'd love to see a sitcom about this, but when one of the two main characters is inanimate, I don't suppose that would make for a very good sitcom. And as long as we're here, I'd like to take care of the archer. There's one outside that it's locking onto, rather than the one in here. Game, why don't you auto-target the one in here that's the biggest threat to me? And you can die too. As can you. Stupid jerks. Oh, you're still alive. Nope. No bokoblin left behind. So with those guys out of the way, let's dump him in the hole over here. There are two more out there, aren't there? Thought I heard some. I know there are some up there, but I don't think we can get to them yet. Let's walk you down here. How much further along? Is that fine? Can we make the jump from here? Oh, good, we can. Can I shoot anybody from out here? No, I guess I can't. Because up here we're going to get ambushed, and I don't like being ambushed, but I don't think the game allows me to do anything about it. Hi, Link, how you doing? Yeah, I don't think the game allows you to do anything about getting ambushed out here. It doesn't even let me target these guys. Wait, that was seriously the only enemy up here? Really? And now we've completed another heart container. We only have 5 heart pieces left and 2 heart containers to collect after this. And there's an enemy down there. And I can't not target you. You know what? I was just going to warp away, but as long as you guys are there, I'm shooting the floor. You know what? Forget it. You're not worth it. Get off the target. Get off the target. Get off the target so I can warp. Thank you. Let's go back to Kakariko Village and talk to Shad. He's gonna be so happy! Can't wait to see the look on his face. Actually, how would he know to come all the way back and meet us here? It's actually a fairly good question. He said he was going to be exploring around, looking at all of the owl statues that we were moving. I guess he's fast enough to keep up with us and see that all 6 were moved, so he knows to come back here or something. But even so, he's pretty damn fast. I think we did that as soon as possible, and the shaman's not here anymore, Ilya? What's up? Yes, he is. I always love how you're jumping down into the cellar, you just sink like a lead weight. You don't even try to slow your fall or anything. Okay, Shad, I have the book for you. Is this the book from last time? Are there more letters in this word than the last time I looked at this? How did you investigate the... Giant, this is amazing! Amazing! Now this must be the word we need. Let's try it immediately. And if it doesn't work, we can't complete the game. But thankfully it does. Ah! It has taken the same shape as the other statues. What can this mean? And I thought we had solved the last of the riddles. Blast, how confounding. I must apologize, Giant. I need to cool off a tad before I mull over the problem further. Okay. And he's just gonna stand in there? I've never actually talked to him at this point. Curious to see what he says. Blast it, this thing has confounded me thoroughly. Aw, poor man. He's not even going to walk into the room to see that we can actually move the statue with the Dominion Rod, that I'm sure he would be really happy to know that we have. I wonder if we can walk it into him. Hey, buddy, look at me, I'm controlling the statue. Buddy? Buddy? Buddy, look at me. I'm controlling the statue, buddy. Just look through the corridor here. I moved the statue. Can I move him back with me? Can I take him with me? Statue buddy? Statue buddy? Let's go, statue buddy. Statue buddy? I don't think he's gonna come in with me. I don't think he likes me. Poor statue buddy. Oh well. That was a little overly dramatic, don't you think? How in the blazes did you move that statue? And what's this? Amazing. Spectacular. This must be the sky cannon I read about in my father's notes. I knew that my intuition was onto something when it led me here. But how can one use this to get to the city in the sky? The city in the what now? Stunning. I feel almost nervous. Just think, if we could get this to work, we could actually reach the city in the sky. Uh-huh. What's that hissing? A cannon, huh? What do you plan to do with this, Giant? I'd like to warp with it. What is that hissing? It sounds like, a spider from Minecraft. I guess it's coming from outside. Except that guy's still watching us. Well, I guess we can't warp then. Now, I warn you. In some versions of this game, if you save in this room, you quit and restart, you will be stuck in this room with no way to leave. Because Shad will be here, or at least he may leave, but the game will still think that he's here and not allow you to warp out with the cannon. And that is your only way out of this room once you talk to Shad again. So do not save in here. I believe if you have a game that is stuck like this, you can return it to Nintendo, or at least they allowed you to a few years ago. I don't know if they still do now. But just don't save in this room. Don't do it. Ah. Perhaps I'm in your way? Well, forgive me for not realizing. I should just disappear at times like this, really. People have asked me to do it often enough. You'd think I'd take the hint by now. So, let me know the results another time, Giant. Poor Shad. Ah, yes. Let me give you one last piece of advice. That seems to be broken, so you'd do well to show it to a canon expert first, I should say. Farewell. Canon expert. Who do we know that's an expert on cannons? Maybe Midnight will tell us. I wonder if I put him off. I don't think he noticed you. So for the last time, let's use Midnight to warp this somewhere. And the only person I've ever seen with a cannon like this in the game resides in Lake Hylia. So off we go. Well, at least the cannon made it here in one piece. And from what I recall, I think Fire's the only one that knows anything about cannons, so I suppose he's the one to talk to. And didn't I mention something about special repairs being needed for something much, much later in the game? Hey, buddy. So, is that yours? Hey, buddy, I never thought you'd get so hooked on Fantastication that you'd try to build your own cannon. So are you going to give me the tour or what? Looks like you have a serious rig over there. Whoa, it's kind of retro, huh? And there's no ignition device, so you can't even use it. Listen, buddy, I suppose I might be able to fix it for you. I mean, maybe. That is, if you can pay me 300 rupees in advance. What do you say? You don't have a choice in this one. You can't haggle them or anything. I knew you'd see the light, buddy. Now just be a sec. And in the span of time that it took him to construct the cannon, the moon fell and the world ended. But at least it's fixed. Looks pretty nice, too. Looks like he polished it. There we go, buddy. All working as it should, I think. It may look like junk, but this thing's got some powerful innards. Just like me. You're going to be knocking on the door to the heavens. Seriously, bud, it might be rough. So, I'm sorry for soaking you for the dough. I'll leave you alone, then. Well, you just have all the fun you want, okay, buddy? And I suppose that cannon is going to take us to our next area. But before we go there, I want to restock on items. Either way, this is UniversalGiant, and next time, we'll be heading up there.